Welcome back. So in my last video I promised to do a curry recipe. So here we go. Jamaican curry goat with steamed white rice. Okay, so let's start by marinating the meat. I have these chopped and clean pieces of goat meat which I'm going to blend the marinade for. So we need some garlic. I like to be generous. Pimento. This is a staple in Jamaican cooking. Fresh turmeric. I really like the flavor. Won't get much color from it though. Scotch bonnet pepper. We don't need the stem. Here I have a piece of celery. One onion, and I'm dicing so they blend quicker. Don't want to choke the blender. Some fresh thyme, which is another staple in Jamaican cuisine. And here is thyme's wife, scallion. I really didn't need to chop this so small, but I was on a roll. I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of coriander powder to the marinade. Coconut milk. The can holds close to 2 cups, I'm only adding 1. Vegetable oil, just a splash. Almost forgot the ginger. Roughly chop and add it to the blender. Don't want to mistake ginger for a piece of pork later. And we're ready to blend. I want my marinade smooth. Let's marinate the goat meat. 2 tablespoons of Cajun. Jamaican meat seasoning is fine here too. I'm adding more coriander powder, black pepper, salt, and final layer of blended marinade. Enough to coat all the meat generously. Mix that together thoroughly. You can let this marinate from anywhere from about half hour to a day or 2 in the fridge, or freeze it to keep it much longer. I'm leaving this to marinate overnight to really let the season penetrate the meat. A full day later, let's steam some rice. Here I have about 2 cups of Basmati rice. Really easy to cook, and I love this rice with curry. To get the fluffiest rice, we need to wash our rice thoroughly to remove all the extra starch. Washing it 2 or 3 times or until the water is mostly clear should do the trick. The extra starch makes the rice sticky. I won't be adding salt to my rice. The curry is going to be really spicy and flavor packed, so I'm using the rice as a blank slate. Trust me, you won't notice a lack of salt, and it tastes a lot better. Basmati rice takes a lot more water than many other rice. Twice as much water as rice is a good way to estimate it, or water up to the first knock. Add a bay leaf or 2 to make the rice fragrant and place it on low heat to let it steam. It should take 15 to 20 minutes, but check in on it every 5 or so minutes to make sure everything is going good. That's a perfect pot of rice. Too bad you can't smell it. It's really fragrant, and look how fluffy that is. Now time for a curry goat. To get some nice flavors, I will be sauteing some chopped seasonings. These are the same seasonings I use in the marinade, except for the ginger and turmeric. Saute until they start to brown, then add curry powder and let that cook for about a minute or 2. This step is called burning the curry, and Jamaican people will look at you sideways if you skip this step. Curry powder should be cooked with oil first. Now let's add our marinated goat meat. I want this to kind of brown before we add any liquids. This will help it develop some extra flavors. Browning meat in any stew or curry is a good thing. Wow, that smells so good already. Going to cover the pot and let the excess liquid cook off, and it kind of begins to fry. This should take about 5 to 8 minutes. Starting to stick to the bottom, that's actually a good thing, as long as it doesn't burn. There's a lot of really nice flavors there. Now for our liquids, 1 cup of coconut milk, about 2 cups of water. Add more later if necessary. So now we'll just cover and let it simmer on low heat. This should take about an hour, depending on how tough the goat meat is. So while that's simmering, let's make a quick tossed salad. We need peppers, some onion, kale, lettuce, cucumber, shredded carrots. Toss that together, then add some tomatoes, and we're skipping the dressing for this one. Now back to our curry goat. It's been over an hour and it's almost ready. It smells really good. You can kind of smell the coconut milk. I'm going to be adding some diced potatoes and carrots and letting them cook until they're soft. This takes about 5 minutes. Yum, that's ready. I want some fresh flavors in it, so I'm adding some thyme, as well as some peppers and onions with scotch bonnet and scallion. These should be kind of crunchy still. Let's take a quick look at our rice. This wasn't the best pot to cook rice in because it's so thin, but this came out really good. It didn't even stick to the bottom of the pot. Alright, taste test time. Let's start with the rice. Curry goat with enough curry gravy. And our tossed salad. No dressing because the curry gravy is the dressing. And some thinly sliced scallion for garnish.
You have onion in a salad, how dare you? It is it's good. It's really good. But my taste somewhere. Can you continue to taste? Yeah, we're gonna stop taste tonight. Oh, maybe I can just continue to eat. Cause maybe I just stand up and eat it right here, so. You can't see me do food dance.